Good morning. My name is Manny Sarmiento. I'm the president of the Doral Chamber of Commerce. We are here at Miami's Community Newspapers. Always grateful for the job that Michael Miller, Grant Miller, and the entire family and staff, and our producer. You have a new producer, so I don't even know your name, as the song says. So thank you for doing this. We have our lovely VP, which just had a birthday yesterday. Yay, happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Carmen.
There she is. Was always in the background. We're going to have to interview her one day. So thank you, Grant, Michael. This is a wonderful community show that's live on Facebook Live from Miami's Community Newspapers. Today, first of all, I want to say we had an amazing event yesterday at Top Golf. We had over 60 professionals networking, having a brunch and lunch, and then playing a bit of round of golf. So I welcome you to the next event. The next live networking event for the Doral Chamber of Commerce will be at K1 Speed, an exciting place. We're going to have lunch and brunch and networking, and we are going to race. So make sure, professionals, you can come in your jeans, okay? If you want to wear a tie, I don't recommend it. K1 Speed, it will be June 23rd, and coming soon, July 28th, we're having the Expo Miami at the Miami Airport Convention Center. Look forward to having that event back live again with our friend Roberto Hernandez from Miami Airport Miami Airport Convention Center. So welcome. We have a very exciting guest. No politics today. No business today. Well, it is business because this is a business that James runs. This is James Tobon from Drone Training Schools. He brought the small drone today to show you, right? You left the big one at home. What happened at the business? Wow. So this is going to be exciting. Everybody wants to fly a drone. A lot of people want to start a business using drones. Well, I met James a few years ago, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Actually, I met you longer than that, but you started Drone Training Schools 3 years?
4 years
ago. 4 years? Wow.
2018, November 11.
2018. Wow, this is exciting. I wanted to bring James on because this is a subject that everybody loves. What can be done with drones? We're going to discuss how to choose one, how to fly one, the legalities of one. So with that said, James, tell me, you kind of mentioned how you got started. So tell us a little bit about how you got started with this as a business, right?
Yes.
And you quit the JOB,
Aviation.
right? The JOB, the just over broke, to do this business. This is great. So give us a story.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Manny, for having me. And really grateful to be here again because thanks to Manny, thanks to his great advice, his business advices, this is happening. 4 years ago, Manny was the one that gave me the idea to start the drone training school.
Oh, I didn't know that. It was me?
Yeah. Well,
wow. I like that. That's cool.
I'm really grateful for that because I was flying drones 5 years ago, and I was start growing and then looking to improve. And one of our conversations was that I should all this legality has to be teach because it was very hard for people to get the license to fly drones commercially.
You need a license to fly drones?
Yes, you had to be licensed. Like same license to fly airplanes, we have to get one to fly drones commercially.
Wow, commercially?
Yes.
But if you want to buy a drone, and we're going to discuss which drones to buy and want to fly it personally, do you need a license?
If you want to fly as a hobby, you don't need no license.
Okay.
For hobby, no license. To make money with drones, yes, you need license.
Which is what you're doing. You've created a business, and this is all you do now, drones. Because you were an avionics expert, right? Working at the airport. Your construction. You have a lot of talents, but you chose the fun one, right?
Yes, I chose a fun one, an easy one, and a very profitable one.
Easy. Don't say easy. I've seen you. I saw the work that you've done. So this was not easy. This was the work that you did, and you put this together with a lot of hard work.
Yes, it's a process, but it's fun. It's very you get involved so much that your life goes quickly. Like you're always busy, you're always creating things, and that's the best of all. That there is so much into it that it has to be done. Make it fun.
Please check it on the map.
The drone is talking to us. It's lost.
Listen. So this is a really important message when you start flying a drone, because the drone is so smart that when we start flying, we need to record the home point so the drone can come back to you if you lose signal. If the battery dies, the drone knows where it took off, so the drone will come back to the home place.
Okay,
So
good. We're getting ahead of ourselves, but because I wanted you to explain that. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I have a toy drone, so
Okay.
that doesn't come back to me. If it takes off and it goes, it's gone, right? But you have more, you have the professional drones. So let's the number one question is, you have a variety of prices. I mean, you can get a drone for $10 to up to thousands of dollars.
Right.
So what is the best, let's say a starter person, okay, what's the best drone to choose, how to buy, and how do you choose a drone?
Well, there is two ways to go with this, because there is a $40 drone, like the one that you have. That one is really good. I always recommend the SEMA to start, so you can crash the drone, you can practice.
I crashed it a lot. we saw it.
Right. So that's the best way to start. Start with a $40 drone, a toy drone that has to be. It's the same concept. To fly a drone, a professional drone or a toy drone, is the same concept. So you're not wasting your time if you start with a toy drone. So you start with that. You get the basics. After you learn that, then you move to one of these drones. This is the DJI Mini.
DJI, that's the main company making drones. There's a U.S. company that wants to compete with the DJI. That company is out of South Korea, right?
This is from Japan.
Japan.
Yes, and this one they have 70% of the market. They not controlling, but they have the best drones up there. So that's why they sell so much. 70% of the market are DJI.
Now's a good time to talk about features, why it sells so well. So tell us some of the features. People think that one of the things that people fear is losing a drone. So you just kind of mentioned that. So tell me about the features of the DJI, and you have 2, 3, and what these drones can do. What's the difference here?
Right. So for example, this is a starter drone. The best thing about this drone is that it has a 4K camera. So you can start working with this drone. It doesn't matter the size, but the camera that it has is really good. So you can start doing real estate videos with this. It's only $600. It flies 30 minutes. It's smart. This one has the smart features of coming back to you if you lose signal.
So you start the drone, you have it flying, let's say, and you can go, how far can that one go?
This one can go to 3 miles.
3 miles.
Yes.
So you have it out 3 miles. You're viewing it through, that one goes through your phone or through the.
We can either
pad.
fly either with a phone or with a smart controller. This one we can see everything that the drone sees. We see it through this screen.
And that goes to that one, right?
This one belongs to this drone, but it can be attached to other DJI drones.
Okay, so you're 2 miles out, you're taking drone videos, or you're way up in the air taking one of these. I've seen this happen where they were filming up at the top views. Okay, let's say your drone is 1.5 miles out. How do you not lose it?
Well, the idea is that you have to fly the drone visual line of sight. So if you need to go forward,
that's part of the license. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
I learned that from your class. So okay.
So that's that's one of the things that we teach in our class, that all the laws and regulations, what to do, what not to do. But for hobbies, you can start with this drone, learn all the potential that the drone can do, and then move up and get the license and start making money, make a living with this.
Great. So it's out 1.5 miles, and it starts running out of battery. I'm understanding that it will fly back to you if you set the home location. It's got GPS, right?
Yes, this flight with GPS, we usually connect to 18 GPS satellites, and it will come back to you. It will come back to the home point. If the battery is dying, if we lose signal, that it could happen because of the buildings, different things around you.
So if you lose signal, it flies back to you?
Yes, it will come back to you.
What about if there's a building in the middle? Will it crash?
No, that's one of the things that we do before we take off, because this is a small airplane. This is not a toy anymore. So what we do, we set up on the menu. We go inside the menu, and then we set up all the parameters. We tell the drone, please come back at a safe altitude. And that's a class that we had to go in depth and to fly safely.
But they have sensors, right? So they avoid objects and such.
Well, this drone that is a lot cheaper, no sensors. So if you need a drone with sensors, you have to get one of these. That this has 360 degrees protection It has sensors on the top, on the bottom, on the sides.
What's
So-
what's the typical price on that one?
This is a $6,500 drone.
What?
Yes.
And what's that funky thing in the front there? That you
Well,
got there?
this is this. Check this out. So this drone is specific for search and rescue. The fire department use this kind of drones because it has a thermal camera.
Really?
And
Yeah.
this thing right here is this right here. Hello. Are you okay? Please raise your hand if you're okay.
Hello. Are you okay? Please raise your hand if you're okay.
So in search and rescue, they find somebody in the middle of the woods or in the middle of the mountains. They can talk to the person.
And we can communicate to someone that get lost in the middle of the woods and give directions to them so they can get out if they're lost. It's different things that we can do with that, and also as a thermal camera, we're gonna be able to see more because of the heat of the
Wow, that's
the
awesome.
heat
But
temperature.
that's not a starter. This is a starter, right? But there's a more advanced starter drone. Let's call them starter drones for
correct. Yeah,
for hobbyists.
we can say advanced because we can also do 3D mapping with this.
This.
Yes, because since it has really such a good camera, we can do 3D maps with these drones.
Are they hard to fly?
No, they're not hard. It's easily surprising.
Wow.
That's can I say that?
Yeah, easily surprised. Easily surprised. What's the word? Okay. All right. So we start with the 600, but there's ones. What's that weird white one that's always people are always buying?
Oh, that's the most common drone, the DJI Phantom.
The Phantom. That's
Yes,
the one. Okay.
that's the one that everybody knows. That drone is becoming is they're not producing that drone no more.
Really?
Yes,
Uh-uh.
because they found ways to go smaller to do almost the same thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like this drone is specific for heavy payloads. This is the one that we use for movies, for music videos, because this is the one that can carry heavy payloads and red cameras, so we can go fast with a heavy payload.
This is the one you did the gender reveal with?
And also, I use this for gender reveals. Instead of using a helicopter, I use this drone or a Phantom. I use either or.
I wish we could show the video, but we'll attach the video. Make sure we upload in the comments on the Facebook Live the video of what you showed me before we got in
Okay,
here.
yeah, we're gonna share
Okay.
one of the ideas, one of the many things, yeah, that you can do with a drone, because drones has infinite possibilities. Like you guys remember 40 years ago when the cell phone came out and nobody knew what was gonna happen? Now everything that we do has to be related with a cell phone. That's where we're going with a drone. It's just that we're not gonna take 40 years. It's gonna take 1 or 2 years to be at that level. If you see the news and you see how many things it's been used, the drone is being used.
Now this drone, which is only 600, you said approximately 600, right?
Yes.
It has stabilization, so the camera's stable.
Yes.
So you don't get a shaky.
It doesn't matter what you do. If you bank too much, the image always gonna be stable because the drones come with a gimbal.
That's a gimbal.
This is
Okay.
called a gimbal. So it doesn't matter what you do with the drone, the image always gonna be stable.
What about the sound of the drone, the blades?
It doesn't record sound. So we don't record sound. And it has no mics. It has no microphone.
Okay. So this can you start a business with this drone?
Yes, you can. This one flies 30 minutes. This drone only flies 18 minutes. Even though that this one has 6 batteries, this one has only 1 battery here in the back. Look how small it is.
Wow.
But we can fly 30 minutes with this drone.
And this one, I've seen FPL do the line, examining the lines with the drone. They used to use helicopters to do that.
Right.
So I've seen them use this to go up the long, what do you call this? The wires.
Power line inspections.
Power line inspections. Yeah. Agriculture, right? What other uses for these types of drones?
This always is being used in California for fire.
Yeah, to determine what the fire is.
Yes, and also they attach a big box to this drone, and then deploy it's a little balls that to fight the fire.
Wow. That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's talk about legality.
Okay.
Because I know you're still doing the 107 class, right?
Yes, we have a Part 107 class. We have a 2-day training that we're gonna help you learn all the laws and regulation and how to get the license. We have the fastest program here in the town to teach you how to get the license and a faster pace.
Okay, so let's reiterate. If you want to do this commercially,
Correct.
you have to have a license. Part 107 is called,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Okay, yeah, you get that from the FAA.
yes.
Okay, and that is what you study, and then you where do you take the test?
So after our training, we schedule an appointment with the FAA to give you the test, and then if you pass the test, and you get the license, and you can start making money with drones. Also, if you don't have any experience with drones, you can also get the license and hire people to work for you just for having the license, because you can be next to someone that flies drones. But if you know the law, you can start a business with them.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the laws in Part 107. Tell me some of the things you can and cannot do.
All right. So these drones are very powerful. They can go up to 1,500 feet. But the law says that we can only go up to 400 feet to be on a safe airspace, because airplanes, they fly at 1,000 feet. Okay. So we have 600 feet space to not crash.
I see. Okay.
So that's why the FAA is working right now. So Amazon, UPS, FedEx, all those companies can do the deliveries. They all approve. The only thing missing to start that is that to get the airspace classification.
Okay, now you've shown me some videos of some issues of people flying a drone, and then the police saying coming up to them and saying, okay, you're doing this illegally, but you've told me that the police typically doesn't know the law yet. So what's happening there?
Well, that's one of the things that we're doing. We already have trained the police, fire department, turnpike employees, SeaWorld employees, because this is so new that not everybody knows the laws and regulations. So that's one of the things that we're doing to help the community to understand the benefits of this and to do this legally.
Because you mentioned search and rescue, so
Correct.
there are some police using it. I understand some SWAT uses it to look inside when there's a criminal inside a building or a home or something. So are more and more police getting these drones? Or do they have them now or not?
Some of the states should have the drones already. There's some stations that they know the benefits of this, that they don't have to risk their lives if they're looking for a criminal, and rather send a drone and get a faster, safer.
Okay, now one of the regulations, if I remember from your class, is you cannot fly the drone over crowds unless you have permits, right? How does that work?
Yes, but the law is been changing, and now we can fly over people, and now we can fly at night.
Also, that's changed.
Yeah, the law changed, so we can do more now. The only way to do it is that we had to go into FAA and get all the part armors how to do it in order to do it right.
And you teach that in your class, right?
Yes.
Okay. I also saw you doing some interesting things. You've done some camps for kids. You have any of those coming up? That is cool. I saw what you're doing.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Yeah, we have a STEM program. We teach Tuesday and Thursdays, 2 times a week, kids from 4 to 13 years old how to fly drones. But we do it in a fun way. We teach them how to do search and rescue.
Wow.
If they lose a bunny, they lose their dog, we can go look for it. So we have different things that we attach to the drone, and we show them how to do it. So we do it in a fun way, because kids are they always thinking how to do this fun. They don't want to do this. so we have different ways to teach kids how to learn this amazing technology, so they can, if they want to make this a career, they can go with drones.
Well, let me reiterate the difference between the ones I use to play around with and these. These have GPS,
Correct.
Stabilization, 10K cameras. What else? So what happens if I crash on this one? Can you replace the blades? And
well, I highly recommend to buy the insurance on this, because if you crash
if you lose it in a lake.
If you lose it, you cannot.
Have you known anybody lose a drone in a lake?
I already lost one drone in a lake.
In a lake, okay.
That was a really good experience.
How did that happen, Jim?
Well, lack of experience, because you start flying. I've been flying for so long.
Let's just say that was 4 years ago. Lack of experience 4 years ago. Okay.
4 years ago.
Okay, so he's had experience, plenty of experience now. So don't worry about that. Okay.
So yeah, I didn't know that when you're flying over water, the humidity.
Destabilizes.
No, this has a sensor in the bottom. It's the one that we use for landing. So over the water, there is humidity. So the drone doesn't know how high it is if you're too close to the water. So you can get confused
Okay.
and get lower than you're supposed to. And that's what happened to me. And I learned the hard way. It cost me $1,000 lesson. That was
But didn't you have the insurance?
No, when you lose it, you have to have it in order for you to get it back. I mean, if you have it broken, they send you a new one.
Okay.
But if you lose it, you lost everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one cost you $1,000 back then, because they were more expensive back then.
The one that I lost was $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what else can you do? What else do you do? Let's talk about you, because we have about 10 minutes left, 7 minutes left here. What do you do with these? You do a gender reveal. Okay.
I don't gender reveal.
I saw that video. We're gonna post that video in the comments here. So if you want to watch it later, okay. Gender reveal. We do weddings.
We do weddings. We do building inspections. We do power line inspections. Like as you mentioned, we used to do this for that because of the cameras, but now the technology has grown so much that this is the sensor that we use now to do power line inspections, building inspections. So with this camera, we can see if there is an AC leak from a building. So we can save a lot of money to a builder by identify faults in their companies.
Okay.
And look how small they got from this to this.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's a lot cheaper.
This is scary. This is a science fiction movie, right? Aliens 5 or something. This is crazy. Wow.
Yeah, you can easily spend $20,000 to maneuver this to do something. Now it's 6,500 only, and wow. So there's a lot of potential in this. It's growing so much.
Are you doing are you doing with drone training school? Are you just teaching, or you have a hybrid of events? Do you do business events?
We do with drone training school. We do we help people to get the license and how to fly drones. We do private classes. We do 101 on how to fly drones. Even if you don't have a drone, we bring the drones, and if you have one, we set it up with you. We do the class with your drone.
And it was fun because it wasn't just. But how long are your classes now? We did the class. I did the class with you, and then we went out to the park. Hard to find a park. Be careful, because part of the regulations is you have no fly zones, right?
Right. Yeah. So look, 4 years ago, everything was like we were doing the class once a month. We didn't have nowhere to fly, and it was very difficult. But now we have a drone airport that we can go fly. We have obstacle course, and we have a plenty space. It's a safe space to fly. We have the school, and now we're doing the class every 2 weeks.
Oh, great.
We used to do it once a month. Now we're doing it every 2 weeks. So the people that are getting to know all the possibilities, what they can do with drones. So we can see that in our school because the amount of people that is coming. Every 2 weeks, we have one class in Spanish, one class in English.
Okay, back to part 107 real quick. How many hours is your class for part 107?
2 days from 9 to 5. So that's
with practice, right?
Yes. Part of the class is the license and practice, and we will provide all the drones that you need.
Okay, and how many questions on the part 107 test?
60 questions.
60 questions.
2 hours to answer. It's a test on a computer. It's in English, and that's the minimum requirement to understand the English language. But we have classes in Spanish for people that want to take it.
Perfect. Okay. Now, perfect questions. We always end up this way. This is a tradition of Michael and Grant. If you had something to say to kids about their future, we want to motivate our kids to build businesses, to have a drone business, to have success in their lives. And you have two girls.
I get 2 girls.
Okay. Are they flying already? They're flying already.
They know how to fly, and they also.
How old are your girls?
7 and 9.
7 and 9. Okay. You have camps coming up for kids?
Yes. Tuesday on Thursdays we have the camp.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, good. So that's available for the summer, right?
Yes.
Okay, because mom and dads are looking for something to do with their kids. So this is a great one. Bring your kids; they can learn to fly drones. That's exciting. Okay,
Yes.
So I want you to say something to our kids. I want you to look in the camera. Which one are we at? This one here. Okay,
Yes.
and I want you to give our kids some motivation as to what they can do. How you doing? You can talk about your girls in quick 30 seconds. Give our kids some motivation about what they can do in life and how to get started.
All right. I highly recommend the drones because this is not the future no more. This is the present, and I can sustain my family because I know how to use this beautiful.
You're talking to the kids. You want to motivate the kids.
Yes.
Okay.
So if this is something that any kid can do, and another thing that I like about drones is that I'm always with my family. I'm always sharing time with them because I can take them to work and do whatever I have to do. This only takes a couple hours, depends on what you're doing. But every kid that can go with this is a safe. It can be. This is a fun thing to do. It's very profitable, and this is the present. It's not the future. So you don't have to do so many years in school if you don't like school. This is the fastest way. This is the fastest way to get an income.
So any kid, any age can start flying drones. That's just about right.
Yes, this is for. I teach from 4 to 99, from 4 years to 99 years of age how to fly drones and how to do this fun. And the cool thing about this, I see always family like having fun with this.
The family. That's the great thing because I see you with your girls going out to the not the park because you can't fly in every park, but going out to the field and flying with the girls. I've seen you do that. That's fun. That's exciting.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I like the most. Well, always grandpa with grandson, and they playing how to do this, take pictures, looking for
great. So it's a family affair. Well, great. And I'm not sure if your website's up here. What's your website if you want to get more information?
Our website is dronetrainingus.com.
Drone Training. We still have that website. I like that. Oh, cool. I like that. Okay. I remember 4 years ago when you started, we built that website together, right?
Right.
That was cool. Cool. So Drone Training US.
Dronetrainingus.com.
Dronetrainingus.com. Okay, check it out. Oh, there it is on the page.
Yeah, correct. That's the one.
So thank you very much, James. I appreciate you being here. Glad I know I had you last minute, and you said yes. I lost my other speaker. I don't know. I think they're out there flying drones after
this was meant to happen.
It was meant to happen. This is great because I wanted to bring something exciting. I also want to bring exciting people here like you, and give some great information that's helpful, not boring. So you did that. Thank you so much for doing that. I want to encourage everyone to go to our website, DoralChamber.org. Look at our membership. We have exciting digital marketing programs for our members. We market to over 39,000 people in our databases, 52 social media sites. We went more digital, but now we are back. That was our theme at yesterday's event at Top Golf. And remember, June 23rd, put it on your calendar, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. We're going to be at K1 Speed, networking, lunch, and racing. We're making it exciting for you. We are back live. So DoralChamber.org/membership. And I look forward to seeing you. I want to thank the Miller family, always Grant and Michael. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. Carmen Lopez, our lovely VP who just had a birthday yesterday. All right. She's always in the back. I'm going to have to interview her one day. So thank you, our producer. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Have an amazing, wonderful week. Take care.